Jump means skipping a bunch of chats. It does. At Berto Pray 5 chats never get skipped. Hawk77, Kapla Hawk77 says, your thoughts on Star Trek Enterprise. Also, do you think John Archer is as good of a captain in the series? Is a good captain in the series. Hawk, when I first saw Enterprise, I hated it. I thought it was terrible. I mean, hell, I found it hard to even get past the opening credits. I hated everything about the show. I was like, this is just stupid. And for several years, I didn't watch Enterprise. Okay, then I watched it, and I was like, yeah, this is okay, but it's clearly the crappiest Star Trek they ever made. And then many years later, after I got sick, I rewatched Star Trek Enterprise on Netflix, binged it, and I was like, holy shit, this is one of the greatest Star Treks ever made. And I thought about it, and I thunk, and I thunk, and I thunk, and I said, holy shit, thunk's not a word. So I said, I thought, and I thought, and I was like, why did I not like Enterprise when I first saw it? Was I that different a person? Maybe. I mean, I was half the age I was when I was rewatching it, almost. And I looked at Wikipedia. I said, when did Enterprise come out? Enterprise came out in October of 2001, aka a few weeks after 9/11. And for those who don't remember or weren't born yet, 9/11 changed everything. And for somebody who lived in New York City, I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong. There were a lot of people closer to it than I was in the outer borough. But I was pretty damn close. And the night before, I'd been in the city looking up at the buildings because we were there for a friend's bachelor party, which is a Monday night. We're like, why is there a bachelor party on a Monday night? Because the friend's brother was in the Navy, and the only day he could get off was a Monday. So he had to do the bachelor party on a Monday night. So Monday night, September 10th, probably after midnight, probably even September 11th, like 1 a.m., I'm looking at the Twin Towers, and I'm saying to myself, you know, maybe I've been going about this thing all wrong. Now that I'm grown up, maybe I should give Manhattan a chance, because I had gone my whole life trying to avoid Manhattan like the plague, because I hated how crowded and how just disgusting the island is. It's covered in human garbage. Not that humans are garbage, but like skin cells and hair and urine and all the junk that comes out of people's snot. It covers the entire stinking island. And I was like, I never wanted to be there. I hate this island. But that night, like hours before whatever was about to happen happened, I'm staring up at these beautiful two towers with the lights on in the night. And I'm thinking, you know what? Maybe it's time I reevaluate Manhattan. Maybe it's time I reconsider. And I made it to Penn Station. I got on the train, got back to my house or my apartment the night before, went up to sleep, couldn't sleep, decided to go into work super early, was the first person in my office that morning. And Mom O'Prey calls me and says, holy shit, a plane just hit the Twin Towers. We went to the TV in the office. Everybody starts gathering around, and we see the second plane hit. I still thought we were just seeing a replay of the first plane hit. I was like, why was it on fire already? And then we realized what had happened. And I realized, fuck. I mean, don't get me wrong. I feel terrible, and I lost a friend lost his father in the towers that day, a good friend. And I was like, fuck Manhattan. I'm sorry. I'm done. No, I was absolutely right to avoid Manhattan. Any question I had is, was avoiding Manhattan wrong? No, I was absolutely right to avoid Manhattan my entire life. And I'm going to go on continuing to avoid Manhattan for the rest of my life, God willing. I don't want anything to do with it. But after 9/11, this whole country, and I don't care unless you're Bernie Sanders, everybody voted to go to war. Everybody voted to go to war. Like, fuck them. Let's go to war. Let's blow up the entire Middle East. We didn't give a shit what country we fired at. We just said, blow it all up. Nuke them to hell. Okay? And that's all we wanted to do, was to get revenge. Revenge! And I didn't want to see a Star Trek that was a return to exploration and, a return to the TOS style of exploration, of exploring strange new worlds and finding new life and new civilizations. I wanted Deep Space Nine, fuck 'em, kick 'em, Cisco's pimp hand defiant, blow 'em out of the sky, Klingon War, Dominion War, Star Trek. That's what I wanted. And they gave me freaking exploration track. And I said, fuck this. And that's why I didn't want to watch Enterprise. And I have a good feeling that's why nobody wanted to watch Enterprise. And it was considered the suckiest Star Trek because it came out just like 3 weeks after 9/11. And no one wanted to hear exploration. They wanted war. We wanted war. And by season 3, when they finally realized what we wanted and gave us the war we wanted, that was when the first people were starting to calm the fuck down. And we're like, oh, maybe we could go back. Maybe we can, start, chilling out a little. Now the war was starting to become a little old. And season 4 and over. So it took 10 plus years before I rewatched it to realize what a great show it was. And that show was written, filmed, and directed before 9/11, right? Season 1 was before 9/11 ever happened. It was a pre-9/11 show shown in a post-9/11 world, and it was an epic failure, in my opinion. But 10 plus years later, after the scars of 9/11 have, I don't want to say, they've scabbed over. They're never going to be gone, but they've scabbed over. I look back at Enterprise and it's effing genius. And I honestly put it, I put Star Trek TOS in a separate light, okay? TOS is its own thing. I'm not going to put up any other Star Trek against it. Then there's Deep Space Nine as the best of other Trek. And Enterprise is only slightly below DS9 as the best of other Trek. And then TNG, and then Voyager. And then, the Orville could be somewhere in there. It's only been 2 seasons. I don't know where Orville's going to fit in, but it's going to fit in somewhere between DS9 and TNG. I got a good feeling. And then there's everything else in the world. And then there's Discovery and Picard. Lower Decks is somewhere in the middle. Don't get me wrong. Lower Decks it's below TNG and Voyager, but it's above, watching paint dry. So that's my opinion on Star Trek Enterprise. And I'm sorry that delayed us even further, but I wanted to get that out. Average answer, Captain Shrek. Everybody knows that Bird of Prey is a serial stream napper.